Recording in progress. Hello, welcome back, Mora. Woohoo! We love Frank Lampard. We love Farhad Moshiri. We love Bill Kenwright. Okay, never mind. It's okay.
And the Marigwe.
Okay, that one. Okay. All right. So this is the latest recording of views. Things are not going so well with the club and everything. So this is a different kind of approach for our recording
Views, rather than
tonight.
about football.
Yeah, we are not talking about EFC per se, but I want to talk about the fella in the limelight. Let's talk about Farhad Moshiri. But before that, I would like to introduce the panelists. The panel that's on the recording tonight. We have the guy with a lot to say, Mr. Kyong. How are you, Mr. Kyong? Mr. Kyong, he looks like that, very normal, but in WhatsApp he's very angry for us. So let's listen to him later. I'm giving a chance to lay it all, bear it all, pelanjang habis. We also have our cutie pie, Jay. How are you, cutie pie?
Good.
Okay, and we also have Brandon. Brandon is currently at the Sunway bowling alley. So winning money, Okay. Winning money. So we'll start with the positive, on a positive note first. Half an hour ago, the EFC posted that the Marai Gray has actually won the goal of the month. Woo!
Yeah.
At least something.
Awesome.
Awesome. So hopefully he'll perform well against the Saints tomorrow night. Okay, but before we proceed, let's talk about Farhad Moshiri, the guy with the money, the guy who spent almost half a billion pound, £500 million over the last few seasons. And while he's around, we've had 7 permanent managers, so called. And
you mean part-time managers?
Well, he mentioned permanent managers. I'm quoting him. I'm not quoting anybody. I'm quoting himself. And one of the things that I would like to say is that he blames the supporters partly. He blames the supporters partly for our current situation. So Kyong, what do you have to say about that?
What do I have to say? You know, I've been supporting this club for a very long time. Since 1980s. You know, I've seen the club going up and down. I've seen we won the FA Cup in '95. You know, and ever since then, I think the club has been on a roller coaster ride. You know, I can't see why we cannot compete or be just as good as Man United or even Liverpool at the same level as them. You know, why are we every season a mid-table team? Why can't we break the top 10? This has been going on for so long. It's like almost every season we are finishing not even the top 10. 12, 13, 15, 14 in the league. So, you know, even if Bill Kenwright, no, at the time when he brought in Farhad Moshiri as a substantial investor or now owner, we should be actually improving in our team. But we don't see it as any of the players coming in as a marquee signing for a team. I mean, you know, Frank Lampard is what he's building. He's building a more or less. All right, you know, I can be I can be critical of him is buying average players just to stabilize the team, not to go down. Everyone say how good or how bad is Dwight McNeil is, or Tarkowski, or you know, or even young players like Onana. These players are just just above average players. They're not marquee signings. We really need a marquee signing.
Okay. Okay.
You know, a good player that can bring the club forward.
Okay. But I beg to
But we just don't
differ.
see that every. Yeah.
I beg to differ. You know why or not? Because of all the signings, semua memang kita maki punya. So I will consider those as maki signings. Memang semua yang kita
Okay.
signing semua kita maki punya. You maki, Jay maki, Brandon maki, I pun kadang-kadang maki juga. Memang nak kena maki semua kita punya signings ni.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the thing is, there's a difference between we maki and what they have been receiving in England. It's way overboard what the supporters are doing, really. They whack maximum until people, okay, when you talk about DCL having close to mental breakdown, that kind of thing, right? And all caused by all the tweets and whatever shit they're coming in, it is not healthy. Here we are thinking that things happen, but over there, Moshiri backed the past managers, even Martinez and all the other people, all right? He backed them. And then next thing is that the board, not just Moshiri, the board decides that we have to take him off. All right, so some of the people, Moshiri even brought in himself. And we were working on our side thinking, we don't know what's happening in the boardroom. We don't know what's happening down there. We don't know who else is calling the shots. But we are feeling free to unload. I mean, we unload among Malaysians. Sometimes we don't go direct to them, no. But if you look at these guys' Twitter and all that, meletup, oh, bro. Okay, and you want to say that, is it on our side? Yeah, the fans marched in and demanded some of the managers, one or two of the managers before this resign. So how are they going to continue the thing? So the board did the thing, now we're blaming the board for all the things. Cannot lah. Like say Moshiri, now he backs Lampard, right? But everybody is calling, you look at the Facebook, they are calling for his head. What? You want him to stay or go? That's why Moshiri put a foot down. That's what I feel. You want to say the fans,
Yeah.
he might be seeing it that side.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay. So
it could be fair.
Okay, so far, okay, I think this is I think so far this season, this is a fantastic topic because it's at the core of where we are right now, the situation. We are listening to, we are listening to different views of the same point, the same situation. So now I'm gonna ask Jay, what are your thoughts? I know, okay, just to recap, Kyong is that yes, we have spent money, but we might not have spent wisely by not getting the players that we should be having, and it does not show in terms of where we are in the league, as opposed to those who spend the same amount or might be slightly lesser or slightly more, and they are doing much better than us. Example like Manchester United or Liverpool. And Brandon, from his point of view, is to a certain extent is that yes, we can voice out our anger, our frustration, and at the end of the day, but we are not there. You know, we don't have the full picture.
Side, yeah, my point is this: if we are objective, right? I mean, I got to have my own runs also, but to be objective, right? There's a lot of things that's happening that could have been avoided. We have managers who bring in players. We want to curse out the managers or comment about the managers. But remember, those managers stayed few months only, then they were taken off. All right, they don't even have the chance to use the people that they brought in their way. They saw a way to fit the team, but before they can actually do it, they are let go already. Then new people come in, then they switch. So we are always have a legacy of leftover from people who have not finished their job. That's why I say, look at that. I quote one example is still Arsenal. Arteta, he failed and failed and failed, and they still kept him and allowed him to turn the team. The team is very bloody effective right now. But
Okay.
you can't do that. He was allowed to train the young people, put them in, and these guys are 18, 19 years old, and they are scoring like crazy.
Okay. Okay.
They got many years ahead. So that's what I feel.
Okay. Okay. Right. I mean to be fair, of course, we are not comparing like for like, apple and oranges kind of thing. But the situation is, what we are saying is that there should be time given so that things can settle down, things can work out, rather than doing things halfway and then somebody else pick up. Then there's never ending story. Okay, now Jay, your thoughts on this.
My thoughts on this, see, from both point of view, also I agree. From point of Young and also point of Brendan. I will not blame on one side, but I need to blame on both sides as well. Both side I meant was on the board side and also on us as well. Both. Reason. See, like the board side, okay, first we start with the fans, because we are the easiest to point out that. So the fans was like, see, what the board is going through, what they are discussing, what they are visionizing it, we won't know. What they are internally discussing, that we won't know. They have already a plan. The managers that has been left like just few months, and I think it's just pressured, because it's not pressured by the fans are saying that they might be pressured in other sectors as well, so they needed to let them go. See, after Moyes, we had managers not staying for so long. Some managers, yes, they were sacked. Some managers, not some, one flirt just tell Baba and went to Real Madrid to be. Then signings wise, okay, see, this is the thing. Signings wise, if you notice, see, I can't say all the signings are bad. There were good signings. We could hold them. At that point, I have to blame the board. See, maybe the board didn't handle those players properly. That is why they had the chance to leave. They got the opportunity to leave. They gained the experience in Everton. We are like the coaching center. We coach them, they will go. They'll have a good opportunity there. So we did actually good signings also. So that is why, like, that part I have to blame the board, because they didn't take care of the players. See, again, as a fan, I'm talking like a fan again. I don't know what's internally happened. There are a lot of hoo-ha going. I just want, see, in England is going on chaos now. I just want everything to just calm down for it. Just let it be. Like how Brendan mentioned, Arteta, the same thing happened at Gunners also. Many of them even wanted Arteta to go. I think they would have waited with the parang also in front of his house also. Confirm, knowing Arsenal fans. So give him time. Give Lampard time. Yes, Lampard didn't have a good record. Even Arteta also didn't have a good record as well. Give him time. Let him use his strategy. And but my point of view, my point is always right. Since last season until now, I'm telling the same point. We need a solid leader in the team to manage the field. To manage outside the field, Lampard is there, but to manage the field, I don't see someone there to push them. We can't be expecting Pickford to run all the way to the other side of the goalpost to say, hey, hate la brother, hate, score. We can't be saying that. So we need someone also. This is my point of view. We need a solid leader. That is why, see, there's many points we can touch. Many points we can touch actually, but which is the truth, which is the correct one, still a question mark. But hope everything goes well. Hope 2023 will be a good start for us.
Okay. So Jay, you have touched both points. Now I want to go back to Kyong and ask this question. Of course, tomorrow we expect to have a massive sit-in protest tomorrow. Massive. I would say massive. Even for the past few matches, away or at home, you can see the signs already. People are protesting. So by protesting, imagine you are the supporter that is going to protest tomorrow. Imagine, just imagine. What would you expect to achieve by having those protests? If it was you, from your point of view, by having a sit-in protest, what is the expected outcome? What do you want to achieve by doing that?
As when you go for this kind of event, let's call it of 3 club now. So where do we go from here? If we go down, who do we blame? Do we blame the coach, or do we blame the 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 directors, the owners? So a lot of fans out there, the loyal fans, the ones who are supporting this club for over 30, 40 years, I think they had enough. We can't be floating on the table every season. It's like, like living on the edge. Sooner or later, if we don't do something, we will go down. There must be some improvement somewhere from both sides. I know what Bill Kenwright is trying to do. He's trying to find investments for the club. Yes, he's brought in Fard Moshiri as his partner. That's great. But are they doing it correctly? Nobody knows until football is a results game. You cannot be losing every week and say like, hey, everything is okay. Don't worry. Next week tomorrow we lose to Southampton. It's okay. It's, not too bad. We lose 1-0 to Southampton. It's okay. Then the following week we might lose again to West Ham, 2-0. And then it says, yeah, it's fine. No problem. There's no panic. Then when we come to the last 5 matches of the season, I say, oh shit, I think we need to do something. Then it's too late already. You can see from last season, like Burnley, Watford, they were like fighting for points. Until I say forget it. I think they just go down and regroup and come out again.
Okay. So the fear, of course, everyone, if you are in the Premier League, of course, the fear is to go down, right? And nothing worse for us is because we are one of the longest at the top tier, and
exactly.
we can't even fathom the thought of going down, right? That will be a disaster. Okay, all right. So Brandon, you were trying to say something just now?
Yeah. Because I'm looking at it from a different point of view. Okay, number one, Moshiri is actually a very, very successful businessman. He runs businesses. To him, this is a business in itself. As if you think about it, you think the guy putting in just 500 million and willing to just let go because I'm making stupid decisions. They are trying their best to get some kind of proper decisions. But remember, even if you want to believe the press, Kenwright don't want to sell his shares, so they can't force him on certain things. So a lot of people saying Moshiri disappeared for a little while also because he's upset. So there are things happening. I mean, as you can't afford to have a 500 million loss just over and over again. You have to make something. So I'm sure the guys are running. It's not like me and you we have our own job and everything, and then we just talk and we talk a lot about this one, but we got nothing vested inside. If you have 500 million vested in this, what would you do? He is trying to get probably the best people who can manage the place. All right, but if everybody is going to let go people here and there, and he can't control it, it's a loss to the whole system, So when you say players coming in and players we are holding on that we spending too much money on, who are the people? So sometimes at the top, and if Kenright is the one holding most of the reins, it's not easy for anybody else to do. I've been in businesses where this one happens. So if I'm looking at it like that, we all
Okay.
know what we hope, we all know what we want the club to be, but in reality, as a business, it's a failing business. And they have to make some way to cover back. So if they talk about keeping Lampard, if at the point and they cannot keep him, they will still have to let him go, no matter what we say. So if the fans go and protest or whatever thing they do, it's telling people that, oh, we don't agree with this. Of course, you don't agree. But what kind of decisions can you make, and who can you pull to change the club? At the moment, it's not happening.
Okay. So we have one. I'm not saying. Of course, we are not saying every one of us here is loyal fans supporters. Yeah. It's just that we are looking. Yeah, we are looking at it from different points. Yeah, we are looking. Again, we are talking about the same thing, but from different point of view, and we are. It's not a balancing act, but rather as it is. We are looking at it from different views. Okay, Jay. Okay, Brandon. Okay, because there's one side which is passionate about the game, the match, the club itself. Especially from a supporter's point of view, expected is bringing in trophies, consistently in the top 10, consistently fighting for a place in Europe, blah 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 blah, and all of this. And at the same time, it is a business. That's why we get investors. And at the same time, the worst timing is that the new stadium is supposed to be ready by next year. So with all of that, putting all of that into the bowl, what do you think we have, Jay?
Yeah.
What is Everton Football Club right now to you, Jay? What is it? What is it?
In Malaysian terms, Roja lah.
Roja would be a nice term, but we are in a danger zone. That's what I can say. We are in the danger zone right now. We are at the edge of the cliff right now. We are just at the edge of the cliff. Someone is going to push us, see, like a 3 point, like how you say 3 points. We just like the new stadium is coming up next year. We are battling for relegation. The board is doing something that which we don't know what they are doing. For me, right, okay, as a fan, football fan, okay, see, I am a fan of Everton. See, end of the day, we don't know what you guys are investing, what you guys are doing. We just want the club to be stable. We just want the club to be happy, to be the top there. Okay, not even the top, it's okay. At the mid table also, it's just nice. Just imagine during Moyes time, right? When we qualified to Champions League time, even we fighted to go to the UEFA Cup that time. See how we were just happy. We were just like, we don't win cup, it's okay, but we were happy. See, end of the day, fan doesn't know or doesn't want to know what's going on in the board there. We just want the board to do something good for us because we are there to notice them. See, with our sound, okay, with our chorus in the stadium, it's the number one bonus for all the players on the pitch for them to run up and down. That is their first bonus. After that, money will come in. Yes, money, of course, will be important, but still, if we were not there, means how? That is the thing. That's why I'm telling that. Okay, put the board aside. Now, talk about us first. You want to blame the fans, okay, you blame, but how long we want to be like? How long we want to go through this stress and everything? I need to go to hospital, I think, next season if we're going to do like this again. So, yeah, this is my point of view. It's just like very sad. Like too many words comes out. That's why.
Okay. So I've given the three of you quite a lengthy time for you to share your thoughts and all those things, because for me what I hear is, as a fan, we should not be accepting mediocre results especially based on the amount of time investment that has been put in. We are talking right now. What I can hear right now is post Moyes. We are talking about post Moyes. Would you agree or not? Post Moyes, we suck big time. And every time when we talk about, when we reminiscent about the good old days, it's Moyes time. And anything after that, we suck. And like what Jay said, we were happy being mediocre.
Yeah.
10th, 8th, if you are lucky, 6th or 4th, right? Right?
Yeah.
But at those times, we know we didn't have any backings, we didn't have anybody, and
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
we always look for those germs from the lower tiers, and we give them the opportunity. Unfortunately, this is 2020 something already, and we can't be expecting the same. It's like madness, expecting to get different results by doing the same thing again and again. So I would mention that lah. We are trying to repeat what we have done long time ago and see whether it works or not, right? So Keong, maybe you can, I'm going to give you guys each, based on this, less than 2 minutes each. Let's
Okay.
let's close it down. Let's close it down and okay, sorry. Just remind me that I've got a few minutes left. Okay. So I will ask this. I will ask this. Frank Lampard. Or imagine, you just close your eyes. Don't care who the manager is right now. Don't care. Yeah, it can be my dad. It can be anybody. He's the current manager right now, and we are in this situation. Don't care, right? Should this person still be with us until the end of the season, and will give this person a chance to build the team again next year, be it we stay in Premiership or Championship? Keong, let's go.
Yes, I think he should stay. I think Frank Lampard should stay until end of the season. But my concern after watching the few matches, past few weeks, I personally feel the team is not good enough. Something is missing in the team. I think it's a creative midfield. I think we are missing a quality player like Arteta in the center of midfield where he can basically pass the ball around. Is what we are missing. I think we got too many defensive midfielders in the team. We got two good wing. We only got two good wingers, Gray and Iwobi, and maybe one striker which like DCL, which I don't think he's going to be finding his form anytime soon. And Morpay is lost. I don't know where he went to.
One more pay.
So, new Morpay missing hilang lah. So so we are basically a very defensive side.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we win? The question is, can a team win matches?
To stay
It's a
up.
results game.
Yeah.
It's a results game.
Can
Okay?
we get the points just enough to stay
All
up?
right, can we
Correct or
get
not?
40 points?
Yeah. Okay.
To stay up.
Okay.
Okay,
Understood.
can we get 40 points to
Understood.
stay up?
So, by the way, I watched the live interview pre-match. Frank Lampard even mentioned, yes, his issue right now is with midfield. Keong, you mentioned it correctly. He has this issue with midfield. He acknowledged that. Okay, Brandon.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Frank Lampard.
Lampard should stay, and I think we should build around him, provided we stay in. But I think Lampard also has one thing that Moyes had and he doesn't have, which is the father charisma. He's trying to be a friend to everybody, but you can't be a friend when you're in this position. You really have to take it and be strong. All right. And I think we prided ourselves with the tough guys that we had in our defensive midfield, especially. They weren't the fastest guys, but they were very, very powerful to catch that position. And I think what Jay said was right. The captain should not be Pickford. I do not agree captains being the goalies being captain. I would think, give me a choice if I say Iwobi has shown that he can control the midfield if given a backing. I would like to see Iwobi in a central midfield position, shooting out the ball, because he's done that passes and pushing the front, and I think we should keep him there. But they haven't. They've moved him around. So if Frank has to change a thing, he has to decide on one person being central, push it between that, and make the thing happen. And then only Mope, DCL will get their feet.
True.
We're trying too many different things. So he has to stop trying and make a difference. That's it. But
all right. Okay.
That's what I would say.
All right. Okay.
True.
Okay. Okay. I see, Jay, that you are agreeing to almost everything that Brandon said. So please do not repeat what he said. I'm going to ask you a slightly different thing. Slightly different thing. January window. We've been linked to some few names. Some are laughable names according to the members in the group. Some are, you know, I wouldn't say mediocre names, but of course we have not been linked to any, like what Keong say, marquee signings, because you know lah, January usually those signings are for backups, just in case for anything. And you don't do anything much in January. So the question is, even if we get good players, I wouldn't say fantastic players, good players, and we, especially in the midfields, the wings, and maybe at least one striker, right? Question is, with you, do you agree Lampard to stay on first? Yes or no? Let Jay.
Yes, Lampard to stay to build the team.
But of course, he needs more players, right?
Yeah, more players as in central. I need someone the midpoint to control the whole thing. That's what I said first. We need a super leader. Leader who is not a winger, striker, a center midfield to control, to voice out. So we need someone like that. Yes, EOB will be a good candidate because he did it. He has proved it. We can give him a chance. But this January transfer, if we could get a midfield to come in, it would be perfect. Or yes, since this is like a Pasar backup only in January, so even a loan signing so will be just nice for us, just to hold tight this team, just to move on. At least try to get 40 to 50 points, 50, okay, 40 points at least. Get.
Okay.
So this is the
okay. So I'm gonna end with this question. At home against Southampton, are you gonna bet against us, Kiam, or for us? Are we able to pull out a result tomorrow? A good result, fair result, not even good lah. Fair. Hopefully,
okay lah. Fair result, 1-0 to us lah.
1-0. Wow, that's very fair.
We'll nick a goal somewhere lah.
Somewhere. Okay, Brandon. I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, Brandon.
Win for us.
A win. Okay, and Jay?
win 2-1.
Okay, you know why? Because hopefully I'm going to call you guys again next week for the result. I'm going to Bing has promised to join us next week, so it's going to be hectic next week. If we don't win, it's going to be havoc next week. And then I want you to be in Keong again. So let us come back and just regroup and see what happens. All right. So with this, I would like to end. Before this, I'd like to remind everyone who's watching this later. Of course, we are going to have a live viewing tomorrow at Frost and Flame at SS15. But I'm going to mention this out now. The match after this, after West Ham, is against Arsenal. It's an early match at 8:30. It's Arsenal, you know, and I would guess they will be still at the top. So I hope everyone to come down. Doesn't matter what the score, what the result is going to be against Southampton, against West Ham. I would love to see everyone to come down at Frost and Flame SS15 next Saturday. And with this sign off, let's hope for a win tomorrow. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Kiong,
I'll
for the
try. Yeah, I'll
passionate
try to make it
feedback.
tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Try to make it tomorrow. And Jay, I really hope to see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, see you.
And the jerseys, collect the jerseys tomorrow. Thank you for the podcast.
See you
Thank you
tomorrow.
very
Thank
much.
you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.